something that's very, very close to your heart and very emotional. And that's what we try to do with our music, to tell a story with the melodies. And I think, you know, the violin sometimes sings for you. It allows you to hear words and phrases that are just very, very beautiful.
I think recording this album, Dawn of a New Century, was almost still a feeling of learning process for Rolf and I. I think that's what's fantastic about Secret Garden, that we are developing, we're getting a farther stage. I'm learning more all the time, and it's something that's such a good feeling. When you work on an album, it's like nurturing a baby. You carry it with you for a year and a half. You really don't think about anything else during that period of time. All your focus and your energy and your drive goes into this thing to make it beautiful, and you give your soul to it. What's sometimes quite difficult about the finished product is, instead of a sense of elation, you feel quite sad because you're leaving something go, and it's quite difficult to do that. I wonder, is it the same as a parent watching a child go to the school for the first time or leave home for the first time? I'm sure there's that same sense of loss. You're very proud of it, but it's a loss because it'll never be the same again. You can never turn back the clock and get back inside there or change what you want to change. It's something, it's finished, and you have to give it away and just hope for the best. When Rolf and I began to work together 5 years ago, or in '95, we thought this was something that might happen in Norway and maybe be released in Ireland. Little did we know that we would be traveling all over the world. And it's something that we are very grateful for, to have seen the success of this, not in terms of commercial success, but in terms of having the opportunity to meet people from all these different countries, to make friends with them, to have the chance firsthand to meet the audience that are buying our CDs, and to listen to their stories and their experiences.
To promote an album is very hard work, and basically the last 4 months we've been traveling around the earth 3 times. So there's a lot of flights, a lot of hours, and a lot of new people to meet. But promoting is very important. We feel that it allows us to meet the people and the faces of the people who buy our albums, and I think maybe also for the buyers it's important to meet the faces behind the music.
We began in Asia, and we covered 5 countries there, and over a period, I think, of 3 or 4 weeks, we did something crazy like 350 interviews. The title track of the album, actually, Dawn of a New Century, is the biggest production we've ever done. It's a 6-minute long piece which involves narration, choir, full orchestra, and it's just a wow, very, very big. And we're very happy about it because it turned out to be a very uplifting, very positive, real sort of like stride-on march type feel to it, which is quite different to a lot of the very melancholic, deep, inner, emotive music that we normally have. We've spent a lot of time in China. We've had 4 visits to China now. China has proved to be a very special market for us. It really proves the point that this music is truly universal.
And the amazing thing is that even, you know, if the language is so different and the culture is so hard to understand for us, it's amazing that music is a way of talking and communicating, and there is no place where you better can see the idea of sharing emotions in music.
China has always been an interesting country to be in because of the wide and varied culture. In this promo trip, we also had an opportunity to be integrated a little bit more with the people. We met the most amazing erhu player in Shanghai. After hearing her perform a special performance for us, we really would like someday to work with her. We also met the composer of the Butterfly Violin Concerto, which is a piece that I've always loved, and that Rolf and I have now gathered quite a few different recordings of it. To meet the man himself was a very special occasion for us.
Well, it seems to me like the inspiration of the melodies is from traditional Chinese music and then transformed into classical music.
那么这些 local music 这些地方戏曲的音乐里面呢，是有很多传统里面有很多美的旋律。
He, like us, have very much the same philosophy in the sense that the melody has to be the most important part of the music, that you need the melody has to be able to tell the story.
And I think basically music is the language of emotions. I think we feel and react the same way to things. Basically we are sad, we are happy, and everything in between. And those are human things, and we're not divided by cultures in emotions. And that's where music plays a very important role, because we understand each other.
I think people reflect what a country is truly about. And when we get to know people and make friends with people in these different countries, I think sometimes we come home with a better and truer understanding of the country and the nature of it than if we had maybe 2 days of being tourists. We have a website with the address secretgarden.no. It's proved to be a very valuable tool for us. We redeveloped it a year ago, and we're very happy with the new design and the new look of it. We wanted something that would reflect not only us but also our music. Our Norwegian design team, we feel, did a fantastic job on the site. Why it's so important for us to have a website is that